Ed ora amici alziamoci in piedi per l'inno della città di Venezia.
Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to Venice, Italy. It's the Basketball Champions League. It's the opening night of this competition for this great Umana Reyer Venezia team that made it all the way to the Final Four last year. We'll talk more about that already today in the regular season Group C. Rosa Radom falling hard to Medi Beirut from Germany at home. The 96-79 Ike falling at home to Movistar Estudiantes. And you see this game, and then tomorrow, Strasbourg will be in action against Ljubljana. So, Umana Reyer Venezia, what a story this is, and what a story Banvit is. Banvit, the team that made it all the way to the final before losing to Iberostar Tenerife last year. Sasho Filipovsky, his team just came out and played terrific basketball last season. But this is a new season, so that's going to be a tough act to follow. Umana Reyer Venezia obviously winning last year the Italian League. Anyway, for Banvit tonight, Adonis Thomas, Damian Kulig is back this year. Jake Odom, Gasper Vidmar is back, the big man. So the two bigs are back. And you see Marquez Haynes is still out there for Umana Reyer Venezia. And looking to make some plays for his team. And I think we're going to have a good one for you tonight. Umana Reyer Venezia, Haynes, Hervoje Peric is back as well. Michael Bramos is back. Andrea De Nicolau. Kereminas Orilik. Well, this will be an interesting game for him going up against his former team tonight. Thomas Ress is back, and obviously Walter De Rafael, the coach, is back as well for Umana Reyer Venezia. So Umana Reyer Venezia off to a good start as well, as we see the warm-ups being taken for both of these teams. Both these teams already in the regular season didn't have to go through the qualifying, as three qualification rounds, and those were very difficult games to win. Any team that for the most part that made it through, of course the German teams wouldn't tell you that, they won pretty comfortably, but everybody else, it seems like, really had to struggle to make it this far. And make no mistake about it, this is a Venezia team that is flying high, having won the Italian title and looking to make that next step now and to get that title here in this Italian league. Boy, it sure is strange seeing Orilik wearing the shirt of Umana Reyer Venezia. What must be going through his mind tonight, as his very first Basketball Champions League game will be against his former team. And really, Orilik made so many big plays last year for Banvit that you'd have to think, really, he has a lot of fond memories of his time there, and the fans probably remember him as well. And hate to see him lose. Hate to see him leave. This Banvit team, what are they going to do for us this year? They won the Turkish Cup last season. They made it to the final as well of the Basketball Champions League. Gasper Vidmar, fresh off a title triumph with Slovenia at the FIBA Eurobasket. So really a great, a lot of great stories around this Banvit team. And I'll tell you what, they weren't far off from winning that title last season. I mean, they had, they were in enemy territory, hostile territory down in Tenerife And Iberistar Tenerife had to really play well to beat that Banvit team. Of course, Banvit they were convincing winners in their semifinal. Iberistar Tenerife were as well. So here's the roar for Marquez Haynes and Hervoye Peric. The links to the pass, it's almost impossible to keep an entire game together. Of course, Michael Bramos as well, who was crucial at various points last season. So Andrea Di Nicolao, the young Italian point guard. There's Orelek coming out. And Thomas Ress, El Capitan, the veteran. Bruno Cirella. So we are about ready to start things off here tonight. Here in this opening Basketball Champions League game for both of these teams. A lot of good action going on around tonight. Ilan Chalon losing 75-73 on the road at Neptunus Klaipėda in Group B. Gaziantep winning 82-77 over Capo di Orlando in Group B. Ike Athens losing at home tonight over Movistar Estudiantes, 87-79. The referees tonight, Johan Brosso there in the middle from France, Marius Ciulin from Romania on the left, and Vilius Mačiuliaitis from Lithuania on the right. So Nanterre, they barely got through the qualification round 3. Winning, they won tonight at Ches Nimburg 81-72. And Medi Beirut were big winners over Rosa Radom in Poland, 96-79. Rosa Radom having to win a qualification round 3 tie. Of course, Movistar Estudiantes as well barely got here, having won a very close one against Donor Groningen from Holland. Again, that was tied after 2 legs. So Sasha Filipovsky, the coach of Banvit. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He really showed how good of a coach he was last year with this Banvit team. Of course, he had the benefit of having Jordan Theodore, but my recollections of this Banvit team were he really did have to get the most out of his team to get as far as they could. I mean, I wouldn't say they were the deepest team. So he got a lot of minutes from his main guys, including with Orlik. So how will they fare without Theodore, without Orlik, coming into this game tonight, and how will they fare on the season? So Walter de Rafael, the veteran head coach here for Venezia. And I think the whole experience for Umana Reyer Venezia really helped them as well on the domestic front. And by going all the way and winning the title, you'd have to say the proudest moment, probably the best year, really. The best year in this club's history. So last words here from Filipovsky to his Banvit players. So they are playing in a raucous environment here in Venezia against Umana Reyer, who, by the way, have had a good start to life with their Liga title defense. Winning their first 2 games. Umana Reyer 2-0, and over the weekend they won against Trentino, Dolomiti Energia Trentino, winning that one by a single point, 79-78. See Michael Bramos coming out, Marquez Haynes, and Watt.
Umana Reyer risponde con Marquez Haynes, Michael Bramos, Michael Jenkins, Gediminas Orevik e Mitchell Watt.
So Mitchell Watt with his team, the big center this year. There's Orlik in that starting lineup. So Watt goes up against the recently crowned champion of Slovenia, Gasper Vidmar. Wearing number 14 for Banvit. Marquez Haynes brings it forward. And it's Umana Reyer Venezia. And with the first possession, Orlik gets it outside. And the long jump shot from Jenkins is good. So Michael Jenkins. Miss and the tip and the rebound from Orlik. Now Bramos uncorks one and hits the 3. The Greece international, Michael Bramos. So 2 threes to start proceedings. Now out on the wing, and the shot is no good. And good hustle, and from Taylor. And the ball is going to go out of bounds, and it will remain Banvit ball, but with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Odum. Going to push it quickly. Watt gets it over to Jenkins, and Watt gets the rebound, but then falls out of bounds and loses it. And the drive and the deny. And Bramos got his hand on that. And then the hard drive and the foul. So Banvit will look to get their first 2 from the line. Cagliaro is at the line and misses the first. Angelo Cagliaro, 28 years of age. And makes the second. Now and it goes to Watt. He collects it, turns, gets it, tries to score with the left hand, gets it back. Again, goes up and scores, finds his way around Vidmar. And Jake Odom pulls up and scores. So the first basket for Banvit. Now Watt puts up a three and hits it. So the big fella, the stretch five, steps out and drills it. And beautiful drive that time and finish. So that was from Taylor. So Tony Taylor. And now on the baseline. And good box out from Vidmar. And that allows Angelo Caloriato and to get the rebound. Now Vidmar fouled as he gets inside. Jenkins picks up the foul as he impedes Vidmar's progress. Look at the bounce pass as well from Vidmar. And Vidmar's a part of his game where he struggles, no doubt about it. Second one is good. So that brings it back up to Marquez Haynes. And Orlick dumps it to Watt again. And Watt goes up and scores. Oh, he's becoming, had a brilliant start here. It's a problem already. 7 points, 3 of 4 from the floor. Taylor draws the foul. That was Watt with that strong move, that last move down low. And the first shot is good from Taylor. Second one is good as well. So Banvit slow starting, but nevertheless just down by 5. Haynes has Taylor on his back. It's in the lane. And a foul, I think it's on, is it Vidmar or Taylor? Yeah, it is on Vidmar for the reach. And nice play, but this time Mitchell Watt doesn't finish. And now the scrap, and Jenkins picks up the foul.
Secondo fallo per Michael Jenkins. Cambio nel Banvit, entra il numero 10 Banvit.
So Taylor goes out. And coming in, number 10 for Banvit. John Altentig, shooting guard. Now Vidmar gets inside. And there's John Altentig with the foul. So Vidmar's layup gets it back to a 3-point game. That was it right there. Really did have a hugely important role for Slovenia at the FIBA Eurobasket. Now the dump and the steal from Thomas. Adonis Thomas drives in, scores! What a play from Adonis Thomas. Of course, he was remember the City Gas Avellino team last year. He likes playing here, but the answer, the three-pointer from Marquez Haynes. Nope, that was a 2, excuse me. Vidmar goes to work on Watt. Passes it back outside to John Altentig, who drives in with the left, but didn't pull the string on it. And then Watt is fouled, and Vidmar picks up another foul, reaching. And wouldn't be surprised if he takes his seat. He says, no, don't bring me out. I know what's going on, but that's a clear foul. So indeed, 2 fouls for Vidmar. Look at this crowd. This is a midweek crowd, Tuesday night in Venice. This is the effect of winning an Italian league title. It's an effect of having a great season in the Basketball Champions League as well. There you see Vidmar goes out with his second foul. And Damian Kulig, who's a very important player for this team, is back out there now, making his first appearance tonight. Of course, he played for Poland at the FIBA Eurobasket. Orlik for 3. Thomas now. Well, you know, Banvit need Adonis Thomas to really be providing some impetus. And the ball goes off. Off the Umana Reyer Venezia player note. They're saying it's going to be Umana Reyer Venezia ball. So he must have stepped out of bounds before he made that attempt. And that's a 2 for Johnson for Umana Reyer Venezia, his first basket. And takes it back to a 6-point lead. And then the open drive. And John Altentig, fouled by Johnson, probably thinks he should have made this. Well, it was definitely probably not as easy as it looked at first. Here's Johnson hitting his 3. D. Nicolaou's come into the game as well, number 10 for Umana Reyer Venezia. Gravoje Peric in the game now. ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Banvit possession. So good hustle from Kulik. Beautiful drop, beautiful pass, and the finish from Cagliaro. Revolio Peric had himself some nice performances for this Umana Reyer Venezia team last season. Alley-oop pass and the finish from Beliga, the big Italy international who played at the FIBA Eurobasket. And don't be fooled by Beliga either. He can step out and hit the three. The big fella, Torrey Messina, got some good games out of him. There's Altentig, drives it in strong and scores with the left hand. John Altentig. Umana Reyer Venezia, Di Nicolau did the tough work but then missed the shot. And he can't handle, not able to handle Cagliaro. So a good strong move from him. So Cagliaro at the line. So Banvit struggling at the free throw line here early on, and the misses aren't going to help at all. Nevertheless, only down by 3. It's the kind of stat that you look at by the end of the night if you haven't won, and you say, how did we do at the line? And there's Beliga getting in, hanging on the rim, but not successfully. Kulig backs up his man, back out to Tolga Getchim, who puts up a 3. And the ball bounces over the backboard and into the hands of Johnson. Di Nicolau whips the pass into Beliga. And goes up, and good defense from Kulig. The pass and knocked out of Kulig's hands, out of bounds. Good D from Beliga. Altentig over to Kulik for 3. And now the quick move by Di Nicolau gets it to Revolio Peric. And couldn't quite make it. Right at the buzzer. See, Bruno Torella has checked into the game, talking to the refs, but Umana Reyer Venezia lead it 19-16 after 1. See the early numbers here. So leading the way for the hosts is Watt with 7 points. And 3-piece for Jenkins and Bramos. Haynes and Beliga each with 2 points. And spearheading the charge for Banvit is Taylor with 4 points. Both Gasper Vidmar and Cagliaro each with 3 points, and 2 points apiece for Thomas and John Altentig. So we're at 19-16 after 1 quarter of play. And really, well, you would think that with Banvit, didn't seem to be in sync early on, but nevertheless playing the style of game that they want to play. And the question is, when the game gets really hot, who is going to have the ball in his hands? Because last year, you always felt like it was going to be Jordan Theodore or Orlik who made those plays for this Banvit team. Who is it going to be this year?
Comincia la seconda frazione di gioco.
So Venezia on top 19-16, but Banvit with the ball, and John Altentig has his pass. Looked like almost his pass hit the net and slowed up, and then Hervoje Peric was able to come up with it. Now Di Nicolau inside to Hervoje Peric. Now Di Nicolau back outside to Beliga. And tough shot from Beliga, but follows up the shot and gets blocked again. From Kulig. So good work defensively from Damian Kulig. I know his Filipowski likes him, as does Michael Taylor, his coach for Poland. Damian Kulig provides a lot on both ends of the floor. Here's Hervoje Peric, though, catches the ball and goes inside and scores. Good strong move from the Croatian. Well, you can't give that shot away on the inbounds pass, and Di Nicolau's made the nice play there on the inbounds, finding his teammate. Doesn't catch it, but Bruno Sorella gets the offensive rebound, gets it back to Hervoje Peric, but then he kind of, it's almost like he kind of rushed his shot. Now Taylor. Inside, and the ball knocked out of Kulig's hands, and then he complicates matters by reaching in and committing the foul. Cagliaro back into the game. Here's Di Nicolau. Just got pinned underneath the basket there. Cagliaro backs up Johnson, and good strong move. Just didn't finish. Johnson, a little bit of shake and bake out to Hervoye. Peric goes behind the back. Over to Johnson. Go! How about that? Nice play there from Umana Reyer Venezia. And that brings the timeout from Filipovsky. So Dominique Johnson showing everybody, yep, that's right, folks. I'm the shooting guard. Give me the rock and let me shoot it. Can't give a good shooter that much space.
La palla viene passata probabilmente dietro. They skip the ball. We go back. Andrea in the middle.
30 years of age.
Early wide. In offense.
He's been in the wars before. He knows what it's all about. Dominique Johnson. Now for Banvit. I think we're hearing a voice of De Rafael. Look at the three-point shooting. That is huge. Huge tonight in favor of Umana Reyer Venezia. Liga. Johnson spent last season with Varese in Italy. Of course, he has a history as well with this Banvit team. Played for them back in the 2015-16 season. Turkish basketball fans will remember. So it's interesting how these guys have changed colors. Here's Cagliaro, good! And coming right out of the timeout, and that is, again, folks, just Filipovsky at his best. Draws up a play, sharpens the focus. There's Dominique Johnson, this time fouled by Odom, shooting the three-pointer. Whoa. And you could see why he wasn't too enamored with that call. But it just looked like the angle perhaps got the better of the referee there. Those things even out over the course of the game. So Dominique Johnson becoming a big factor here early on. But that is definitely a tough call on Banvit. Makes 2 of 3. Seven points for Johnson, the veteran. And a time to turnover into the hands of Chirela out on the break. Gets it back to Baliga, and he wisely passes it back out to Di Nicolau. Di Nicolau then has his pass knocked away by Cooley. Odom gets it to Toga Getchum. Now Cooley says it's time to go to work, and he takes Johnson. A bit of a mismatch there. And again, back to a 5-point deficit. That is smart basketball. And Johnson with that motion to try to knock the ball away. Look at this at the end. Perhaps got fortuitous not to get a foul called on him as well.
We have not in foul. We are not focused, guys. Okay. Watch out if they press. Okay, we go old. Press break old. In offense, we go 2 up, and we go on Pero side. Okay, here for the ball in. And then we go steal like this, split, and returning pick. We need to watch for the fucking pass out on pick and roll. Not only for the roller, because they collapse here every fucking time. Okay, let's go.
Apologies for the language, folks, but sometimes in the heat of the moment, these things are said. They see 7 assists for Umana Reyer Venezia, 4 for Banvit. But the message really from De Rafael is, listen, guys, we're not focused. We've got to do better. Revelio Peric inside. And it goes, and Baliga with the two-handed flush. Talk about coming out of a timeout. That's sharpened the focus. Now Kulig says, I can make it inside, and I'm going to try to make it out, but no box out. Nevertheless, they escape without giving away a bucket, and Kulig hustles down and rejects. I think it was Cirella. There's Cirella, and again, Kulig says, not in my house, even though it's not his house. It's Umana Reyer Venezia. That was Baliga. Jenkins back in the game, number 11 for Cirella. Johnson making the pass into Haynes. Haynes goes in and is able to kind of initiate some contact with Kulig and get the foul called on Kulig. Watch this. He goes around. Oh no, actually just jumped up and he definitely got the foul on Kulig, his second. Kulig is going to come back out. Now, Vidmar presumably is going to come back in. So he's back in, Vidmar, and 7-point lead for Venezia, and Haynes takes it up to 8. So both these teams made it to the Final Four last year, but they did not play each other. Banvit beat Monaco, and Umana Reyer Venezia lost to eventual champions Iberostar Tenerife. Odom hands it off. Number 13, Odom. What does he have in common with Larry Bird, you wonder, you ask? There he is, he's got it. He's played at Indiana State, just like Larry Bird did. There he goes, puts up a 3. He didn't shoot it like Larry that time. And now, Dominic Johnson hands it off to Marquez Haynes. Haynes puts up a 3, good! And Marquez Haynes says, I think it's time for me to step up a little bit. So he follows up the free throws with the 3, and it's a double-digit lead for the team in white. So it is a bright start here for Umana Reyer Venezia. And forcing the timeout by Banvit. Remember, it's opening day. Both these teams kind of looking to evolve as the season goes along. And I'll tell you one thing, one area where Umana Reyer Venezia don't need to evolve is their three-point shooting. As you can see, 5 of 7 already in the first half. Now, will it be time for Adonis Thomas to come out and give this team a lift? He's probably thinking, Coach, I need to be out there more. He hasn't played that much. But Sasha Filipovsky knows his personnel better than anybody. There's Thomas. Brings the ball up to the floor. No, nobody picks him up. And he says, I'm just going to throw it down. Sudden impact from Thomas. Jenkins to Orlik. Orlik goes up and scores. So Gediminas Orlik going up against his former team. That's his first 2 points. Now into Vidmar. Vidmar powers his way in. And it looked like he may have caught Orlik. Nevertheless, the missed shot, and goes back to Venezia. And the rebounding numbers in favor of Banvit. And the drive, and again, another miss. Odom does not make the shot. He's got to make those. Excuse me, it's the rebounding in favor of Umana Reyer Venezia at this point. Another look. And that time, Thomas, nobody picked him up as he got inside, but Baliga picks up his first foul. And Odom turns, follows up the miss, keeps it alive, still can't get it to fall. I think he was 0 of 3 on that trip down the floor. And Vidmar hustles back, but not able to save it to keep it in bounds. And you can see Vidmar looking at Odom and saying, get the bounce pass to me and let me go to work, because I can score. And Bramos misses, but there for the rebound was Orlik, and Umana Reyer Venezia keep possession. Haynes! And that's what happens. You give away those rebounds on the defensive end, and you get punished. Marquez Haynes making his mark. Odom. Now Adonis Thomas short with his little runner, and Venezia up by 15 points. This Banvit team starting to fade here. Orlik, bounce pass to Watt, back to Orlik. Bramos for 3. And now Adonis Thomas as Banvit look to get something going here before the end of the first half. Thomas puts it up and scores with a short jumper. Bramos carries it and almost, well, he gets the foul. Is that the third foul on Vidmar? Says, I just went straight up, hands are straight up. What can I do? But he slid in perhaps a little too late there. So Vidmar has to exit the game, and Damian Kulik comes in. And remember, Kulik also has 2 fouls. So already in this chess match between these two teams, Banvit are struggling to keep players on the floor. And you've got, don't forget, the specter of the 3-point shooting tonight for Umana Reyer Venezia. That has been a big part of their success. Bramos, fortunately for Banvit, misses both free throws. It's unusual. Umana Reyer Venezia is 6 of 9 from deep. And you see the free throw shooting. Both teams struggling from the line. Now that shot from Thomas will not count. The foul was called beforehand. But Banvit just 1 of 8 from three-point range. So 15 more points for the hosts from three-point range tonight. Odom. Nobody picks him up. He takes it in and scores with the left hand. And you can tell he's got some game, Odom. And that's the man they need to get going right now. Now the reach, and Altentig almost forces a turnover. Watt flies in and scores. I don't know if Altentig was thinking there should have been an over and back violation. The way he was talking to the ref, still talking. Here's Odom again. Back to Adonis Thomas, goes behind the back, frees himself up. And Kulig wisely bats it out. Now Odom for 3. Altentig there, and Altentig gets the offensive rebound and draws the foul on Watt. I think Altentig did a good job of drawing the foul. And that was Watt with his layup. Johnson picks up the second foul, in fact. So Watt has 9 points. It's Marquez Haynes with 10, however, that leads all scorers. But when you're down by double digits and you draw fouls, shooting fouls, you gotta get to the line and make them. It has been a horror show tonight for Banvit at the free throw line. Just 4 makes, 4 of 12. And Altentig has missed all 4 of his attempts from the stripe. And the drive and another basket for Watt. And he goes now to a game high 12 points. That was Watt. The good part of Watt. So he picks up his first foul on that play and sends Odom to the line where, remember, Banvit are 4 of 12. Now 4 of 13. That was Odom's first attempt. That's his second, so he's 1 of 2 and is back to a 14-point deficit. Marquez Haynes dribbles between the legs, being guarded by Altentig. And Watt is bumped up high. Is that going to be on? Oh dear. Is that? Oh, that's on. Oh, that is a tough foul on Kulig. He now has 3 fouls. And he picks that one up with 36 seconds to go here in the quarter, in the half rather. That is a bad foul to give away. So both bigs for Banvit have 3 fouls. And unfortunately for Banvit, Venezia also struggling at the free throw line tonight. Taylor drives in and gets rejected from Watt, but then Cagliaro with the offensive rebound, and he's fouled as he tries to go up for the putback. Well, if you can imagine, if Venezia had shot their free throws better tonight, I mean, they'd be close to the half-century mark here in the first half, and that doesn't speak too highly of the Banvit defense. And that Banvit defense was really strong last season. And it is just a horror show at the free throw line for Cagliaro and Banvit. And this is again. Goodness me. So 5 of 16 now at the free throw line for this Banvit team. Watt gets inside, and that was a 4-point swing right at the end of the first half. Instead of cutting that deficit to 12 points with 2 free throws from Cagliaro, he misses both, and Watt goes to the other end and takes it up to a 44-28 lead. So at halftime, Venezia, look at that, 6 of 9 from deep. That's been their biggest strength, and 11 of 25 inside the arc, just 1 3 for Banvit. Venezia shading the rebounding, 24-21, 12 assists for Venezia, Umana Reyer. And Banvit are, well, they have got a lot of work to do. Team that made it to the final of last season's competition. Remember, they can't turn to Orlik because now he's playing for Venezia. And there's Watt with the 13 points and the 5 rebounds. And also the foul trouble. 3 fouls apiece for Kulig and Gasper Vidmar. Cagliaro and Thomas each with 6 points. Odom with 5. Johnson, Dominic Johnson, also the shooting guard. In addition to Watt, Johnson has 7 points. So we're at halftime, and it's 44-28. Umana Reyer Venezia on top of Banvit. We'll be right back.
Ditta Benevento. Da 130 anni veste e arreda Venezia. Abbigliamento, tessuti, tendaggi. Ditta Benevento. Dal 1883 a Venezia. Eleganza senza tempo. Dottor Gianni Marangoni, medico chirurgo odontoiatra a Dolo, Venezia. Da 30 anni offre assistenza qualificata e di alto livello in campo odontoiatrico. Dottor Gianni Marangoni, 041 4102 22. Strani comportamenti, ingiustificate assenze e prolungati silenzi. Non ti dovranno più il pensiero. Centro Investigazioni SIDE troverà le risposte alle tue domande per la tua famiglia e per la tua azienda. Contattaci per un colloquio privato. Valuteremo il tuo problema e ti forniremo i giusti elementi per affrontarlo. Agenzia Immobiliare Gabetti è a Venezia e in campo Santa Margherita. Scegli la professionalità, scegli Gabetti. Servizi contabili e fiscali. Contabilità, assistenza fiscale a privati e aziende. Combinazione modello 730 e unico. Per qualsiasi informazione ci trovi a Mestre in via Chiave 29C. Professionalità ed esperienza sempre al tuo servizio. Leonardo Immobiliare Venezia. Da più di 20 anni sul mercato a Venezia, Lido e terraferma. www.leonardoimmobiliarevenezia.it. Super Basket, la rivista del basket italiano, è ora online. www.superbasket.it. Ristorante ai vetrai, cucina tipica veneziana nel cuore della laguna. Ristorante ai vetrai è a Murano in Fondamenta Manin 29. Moro Francesco Trasporti. Da oltre 10 anni specializzati nei trasporti lagunari di ogni tipo, anche con refrigerazione. Per informazioni 348 04 55 217. JTP, informatica e web per il business. JTP opera in 4 settori. Assistenza sistemistica, centralini telefonici pubblici, noleggio stampanti multifunzione, siti web. Per informazioni visita il sito www.jtpnet.com oppure contattaci allo 041 86 26 205. Ottica Gazzera di Vladimiro Pavano. Vasto assortimento di montature e lenti di tutte le migliori marche. Ottica Gazzera, gli specialisti in occhiale, è in via Gazzera Alta 78 a Mestre. Spaccio Cinque, completamente rinnovato, vi aspetta in via Mestrina, angolo Galleria Teatro Vecchio, con le nuove collezioni.
boss dell'Umana Reyer Venezia che vi augura una buona partita e vi invita a tifare con tutto il cuore per i nostri campioni d'Italia. Ricordiamo che mancano 2 minuti all'inizio del terzo quarto, quindi il pubblico del Danielso. Facciamo sentire un po' il calore del palazzo. Facciamo il tifo per la nostra squadra. Siamo pronti per l'inizio della terza frazione di gioco.
Okay, second half action underway here in Venice. It's Venezia leading at 44-28 over Banvit. And I think we all expected a much closer first half, but Banvit, a lot of problems. The bigs, Gasper Vidmar, Damian Kulik, each with 3 fouls. The team missing a lot of free throws and making life very difficult for themselves. Here is Vidmar, flies in, hoping to get a foul called. And Cagliaro then called for the foul. On the reach from Watt. And this Banvit team also struggling from 3-point range, and that's been one of the strengths of Venezia. So they lead it by 16 points. Still a long way to go, a lot of time for a comeback, but it needs to start now, you would think. And instead, Hrvoje Peric stretches the lead now to 18 points. And Watt is fouled attempting, Watt commits the foul while Odom attempts the 3. So that will put Banvit on the line for 3 free throws. That was Peric's strong move at the other end on the previous trip. And Odom makes the first. And the second. And the third. So productive trip down the floor that time for Banvit. Now it's back to a 15-point deficit. But they need stops. Haynes. And Taylor knocks the ball away, but is called for the foul.
Secondo fallo del numero 21, Taylor.
William Parrott makes the pass over to Watt. Offensive foul called on Watt, who stepped into Taylor. Kind of put his backside into him, and he was running past. And now Watt has 3 fouls. Look at this. He doesn't have to. The referee took exception to that play, so blew the whistle. And three-pointer is good, so here comes Banvit. Look out, folks. So Damian Kulig shows his range, and now the turnover gives it back to Banvit. So don't go away, folks. Now Adonis Thomas, and tries to make the pass to Kulig. And nice drive, and gets it to Gasper Vidmar. And you're just wondering if De Rafael might get a timeout here. The lead has been cut to 10 points. Vidmar now with 5. And the long one no good, but Bramos gets the rebound. So Vidmar showing his power, and if they can get a stop here and go down and score again, Banvit will know that they're right back in it. Haynes pulls up and draws the foul. And that was on Altentig. And he misses the first. Second one is good. And the turn, and Adonis Thomas goes up and scores. Haynes for 3. Go! That'll settle the nerves a little bit. That takes it back to a 12-point game. Now, missed opportunity. And takes it back to the Italians. Umana Reyer Venezia. Haynes whips it over to Reyer Venezia. It's good. Three-pointer. And just like that, the lead back to 53-38, a 15-point advantage. And Sasha Filipovsky calls timeout.
Let's go, this. Guys. All guys. Red. All your guys, red. Other table. Yes. Red, pick it up. Be patient, keep your established position. And don't pass if he's not open. Offense. When we are playing here, they are going to 1-2 zone. Yeah. So go immediately to fire Luther. Yeah. Offense. Okay, we go.
Johnson looks on. And now Banvit have to dig in again. It's the problem. You trail by a big number as they have in this game, 18 points, and it's awfully difficult to get it all the way back. You have to have a sustained runs. And Thomas misses, but Vidmar with the offensive rebound. He's fouled by Reyer Venezia. Vidmar asking for the 2 points to count. It's not going to count.
Il primo fallo di Reyer Venezia.
Good deny defense from Baliga. The foul called on him. Is going to inbound it. And oh, beautiful play from Odom rather. Foul, Baliga from the York. So that's going to be 3 free throws, I believe. It's going to be fighting through the pick, on Altentig. So no free throws awarded there. And that was Odom's drive and scoring with the left hand. So 3 fouls on Altentig. And both free throws good, back up to a 15-point advantage. Foul before the shot. Frustrating night so far for Banvit. If they'd made the free throws, this game would be a lot closer. See if they can improve on the poor first half at the line. Cooley makes the first. And both free throws are good. Turnover. Now Odom crosses midcourt. And good defense again from Umana Reyer from Jenkins. Now Di Nicolau gets it back to Jenkins. Scrap, the ball goes out of bounds. It'll still be Umana Reyer basketball.
Timeout, Umana Reyer.
So timeout on the court.
Tutti li scarica, continui a guardare sto cazzo di roccia, hai 6 giocatori tutti fuori. Hai già fatto il tuo lavoro qui, hai già fatto il tuo lavoro. We go 53 flat, watch out. Vai DJ, 52 flat. Ore, stand here, they stay closer on you. The ball is here, you go towards the ball.
Yeah.
We got 5 seconds. Go aggressive to receive. Okay. And Ore, go screening here. Paul, move in opposition. Okay? Michael, you inbound. Okay? And you use the flare to receive and shoot. Ore, to steal. Okay? Last one is ball to steal.
5 seconds is a long time.
Well, you heard the coaches. A lot of work still to be done tonight for both of these teams. Obviously, a lot more for Banvit. Question is, can Umana Reyer just lower the boom right now? Or are they going to allow this Turkish team to hang around? Johnson, a bit of a step back. And now Odom. And good spin and powerful move. No stopping Vidmar on that play. And Baliga catches it, puts it up, and follows up the miss. Di Nicolau gets it back. Over to Orlik. Orlik has it, and good footwork, jump stop, and puts it up and in. Entry pass it goes, and Baliga holding on to Vidmar, and Baliga's not going to help up Vidmar. He's like, you're going to have to get your own teammates to help you up there, big fella. Watch this. And Vidmar, if they can get him going down low, that'll be huge, but see, Vidmar has to be careful at the other end defensively. He's already got 3 fouls. So Baliga picks up his 3rd foul. Vidmar takes his time. A player that struggles at the line makes the first. Now he attempts the second and takes his time and sinks it, so gets it back to an 11-point deficit. A long way to go, folks. And the scrap for the ball goes out of bounds. So a good hustle, and Umana Reyer will keep it with 10 seconds on the shot clock. And now the strong move again. And that one by Bruno Cirella. Altenti. And Kulig scores. Still plenty of time for Banvit. And there you have the foul. Caliotto. So here he is at the line. And Orlik makes the first. So the 2 free throws take it back up to 13. And a hold down low. I think it's on wrist. So that. Watch this. Nope, just battling for position. And this time Kulig misses, so he's the latest to miss a free throw. It's 1 of 2, however, and back to a 12-point deficit. Well, no look of panic on the face of Filipovsky, which suggests he likes how his team is going about its business right now. Marquez Haynes over to Riss. Kulig with the rebound. Cariola. Odom just can't quite get the shots to fall tonight. And this Banvit team, look at that. 2 of 10 from deep versus 8 of 13 for Venezia. And Haynes' pass, a little bit of a misread with Cirella, so it goes out of bounds. Inside to Kulik and couldn't get it to fall. Oh, that is brutal for Banvit here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Orlick for three. How's that? Would you call that a late third quarter dagger from your former teammate? Well, not a teammate of all these guys, but certainly for some of them. There's Odom. And Altentig gets it out to Tolga Getchin. And they're scrapping away, and good effort down low from Cariola. There he is again, or at least he earns a trip to the line. Cagliaro, but he's not done very well at the line tonight. He's made 1 of 6 free throws.
Banvit fa entrare il numero 1 Thomas in retta 2 liberi per Caloia.
He's just having a nightmare tonight at the stripe. It's not just him, it's everybody. He's now 1 of 7. 2 of 8. Well, these things happen in a basketball player's life. You have the odd night when you can't make the free throws. Nicolau, and they don't get the shot off in time. So that is the end of the third quarter, and right now, you have to say Umana Reyer Venezia looking relatively comfortable, up 14 points. So still the three-point shooting and the free throw shooting big factors in the game. Much better for the team in white. Some of the moves from tonight's action you see. Jesper Vidmar, one of his best moves of the night. But this Banvit team has dug a big hole for itself. It's really got its work cut out. It's going to make an impact. Be able to get back into this down 14. They had a little run. Looked like they were starting to get the grips with things in the third quarter, but then their opponents raced right back in front. Nice spin and move, and Taylor scores for Banvit. Nice strong move inside again from Watt. And the answer for Banvit, they're not going to go away, folks. But they've got to get stops, Banvit, at this end. Taylor now with 8 points. There's Orlick kind of fading away. And good effort there from Torelli to keep it alive, but Banvit come away with it. And good anticipation. It'll be Banvit ball with 14 on the shot clock. And Taylor goes right down the lane and tries to hand it off to Vidmar. Now Jenkins chases it down. Watts got it. Jenkins at the line. Good! 14 points, the advantage. So timeout once again called by Banvit. And it's just looking like a hill that's too tall to climb tonight for them.
And 5 up. Top pick and roll. First offense, we go. Good. Like 2 guys.
Well, the free throws have been agonizingly bad for both teams, but especially for Banvit, because when you're down 15 points and you've missed 13 free throws, well, that tells you all you need to know.
Watch for the shot.
So Taylor brings it up the court. And remember, Banvit just trying to need to shift into a higher gear here. Clock is the enemy. Cariolo gets inside. Odom with the follow back outside to Taylor. Good! 3-pointer. Back to an 11-point deficit. Boy, you give away those second and third opportunities eventually. You know Banvit's going to make one. Now the whip pass inside to Watt, and he goes up for the two-handed jam. (70 to 57), 17 assists. That was one of them for Venezia. Gets him inside. And Cariolo hits the three. Look out, here they come, Banvit. 2 threes in a row now. They've been ice cold from deep, but now they've hit 2 and they're down 10. Watt again inside, bumped and gets the ball to fall. And a little bit of a mismatch really there, you would think. Well, didn't do too much wrong, just kind of like chested up a little bit too much. Yeah, just kind of lunged into him there to pick up the foul. Cagliaro his fourth. Watt misses the free throw. And don't forget, they also have been pretty bad tonight. Now 9 of 17, in fact, Venezia. After that miss. Taylor gets it to Vidmar. And Vidmar looks kind of sheepishly as if to say, well, I'm not going to complain about that call. Bowling out of bounds. Odom for 3. Now Haynes. And in it goes, and Orlik misses the shot. Three-point attempt from Odom is good. And back to a 9-point deficit. So this has been the quarter. You had to figure that the threes would eventually fall for Banvit, and they have here in the fourth quarter, and they've gotten the deficit back to single digits. Let's go down to the bench and hear the coaches.
Okay, we go. Yes, we go round side. Round side. Watch the press. If it's zone, it's fixed. Round side, and we go. We meet here and on here. And we go this picker and cross screen. If we got nothing here, we can feed him and go split it. If not, we go off screen and flat. Okay? It's a long game, guys. We need to play defense.
Only one foul, guys.
We got one foul and we are pretty fucking lazy in defense. Let's go.
Oops, sorry about that, folks. So not able to slam the door shut. And at the end of the day, like we say, you got to take advantage of all the opportunities you've got, including making your free throws. And they have missed their fair share of free throws. So Marquez Haynes brings it up the floor. 5.5 minutes. Can they close this thing out? And Haynes has it. Shot clock down to 1 and puts up a 3. That is a killer. Right before the shot clock expires. And a foul. 2 shots will be coming.
Quarto fallo per Vince Watt. Doppio cambio. Umana Reyer Venezia, Banvit. Michael Jenkins. Entrano Reyer Venezia, Dominic Johnson. Ilonetta Vidmar.
And free throws not the strength of this guy, that's for sure. If you're going to foul somebody, it's probably not a bad person to put on. He makes that one. Here Perich gets it inside to Watt. And Perich takes the bump. Here is Odom over, and the shot, no good. Again, Getcham has it. And look at the rebounding, very tight. Banvit just trying to hang in there, down 4. Getcham backs up his man, gets inside, hands it off to Vidmar. He goes up for the dunk. Gets it back to 9. Move down low. Perich just kind of throws it up there. Not with a real chance of getting it in. Well, had a chance, but didn't look that good, to be honest. Now inside it goes and over again, and this time Gasper Vidmar is hacked by Bruno Cirella. Again, good move that time from Getcham, and they were going to stop him with that drive. And again, another miss. And the shot is good that time. So 75-67. In the grand scheme of things, it's just been an almighty struggle offensively for Banvit. Perich. Thomas rests. Perich again. Tries to make the pass. He does to Cirella. And now he hands it off, and Taylor and gets inside and was thinking about getting the foul. And now Haynes, they're going to call timeout to check on him. That was the easiest play of the night for Banvit. They had to work hard to get the ball, but once they did, they had an easy look as Taylor looked. He could have gone ahead, but decided to make sure that Marquez Haynes was going to come in and block the shot. I'll tell you, Thomas Rest probably didn't come too far off from committing a foul himself. And with 2:41 to go right now, you got to think this Banvit team has a real shot if they can get a stop. Adonis Thomas back in the game. And the drive, and Dominic Johnson gets the foul called on Odom. Oh, tough call, it looks like, on Odom. Had a couple of tough ones on him tonight, guarding Johnson. Remember, he fouled him in the first half while he was attempting a 3. Johnson made 2 of 3. But good things happen when you attack the basket, as Johnson did there, and he makes the first. Well, it only makes 1 of 2. So not able to fully capitalize. And now Tony Taylor has Jenkins riding his back. And De Rafael says, what are you doing? You're stopping the clock, and you're putting Banvit on the free throw line. And he's right, Jenkins. You don't want to ride him like he's a horse. You stop the clock, you put him on the line. Second free throw is good as well, so now it's down to a 5-point lead. Thomas guarding Jenkins. Now Ress gets it back to Jenkins. Back to Ress. Puts it up, and Thomas with the rebound. And here they are. Banvit refusing to go away. How in the world have they done this? And now Ress has to be careful. He doesn't commit the foul. Taylor drifts back. 7 on the shot clock. Taylor drives in, and he is fouled by Ress. And once again, Taylor and Ress did look like he kind of stumbled into him. And the door has opened up, quite simply, folks, for an unlikely Banvit win. It didn't seem like it was possible. As badly as they've shot it from the free throw line, you know, and trailing by as many as 18 points. But here they are. Taylor takes his time. He's played well in the fourth quarter. It's been a big part of the comeback. He's got 16 points, and I don't want to jinx him, but he's a perfect 5 of 5 at the line. Now he's 6 of 6, and it's a 3-point game. You know, all the coaches talk about the importance of protecting the home court and winning on the home court. A loss here could be devastating for Umana Reyer Venezia, and a win could be huge. A road win for this Banvit team, and they have forced the turnover. Great defense from Adonis Thomas. And Michael Jenkins not able to control it. And now a three-pointer ties it. Unbelievable. Taylor gets his man off the ground. Now Thomas, he's not shy. He's going to put it up. He wants a three, doesn't he? Nope, he's going to be inside the arc, and he hits the 2 and cuts the deficit to 1. What has unfolded, folks? Unbelievable. You can't hardly believe Banvit have clawed their way back to within 1. And now the reach on Thomas, and the ball goes off of Johnson and out of bounds. And this is why you always fight to the end. It's never over. The run has taken a long time in coming, but come it has. And they are about ready to sneak a famous win if they can pull this off. Taylor. Ooh. He had what looked like a clean look at a 3 and decided to pass. The ball knocked out of bounds. 9 seconds on the shot clock. It'll still be Banvit ball. Caliaro in the game now. Kulig. Watt comes out on him. Kulig takes it in, puts up a dump shot. Oh, what a play from Kulig. He's put Banvit in front. Stunning finish from him. The most difficult shot, he banks it in. Banvit are making like bandits tonight. They might get out of here with a win. The people are going crazy back in Bandirma. Incredible scenes. Banvit, Umana Reyer Venezia imploding a little, and Banvit have now, well, they will get to the free throw line. Look at this. and Adonis Thomas will go to the stripe. You can hardly believe that this has happened. Umana Reyer Venezia led by 18 points. Thomas, well, we haven't seen that happen very often. Free throws go in, but they've made one there when they had to. Remember, Venezia, if he misses this, they'll just need a basket to tie it. But if he makes it, they would need a three. And the question is, would Banvit foul? He does make three, and it has been a utter collapse by Umana Reyer Venezia in the fourth quarter. That's the only way you can put it. Defensively, offensively, they've been outscored 29-12 in the fourth quarter.
Cats, you inbound. Michael.
Just a loss of concentration.
Here. They spend foul immediately. DJ, when you got the ball, Ore and Mitch attack immediately. They got spending foul. Okay? So they got 2 fouls to spend.
Unbelievable.
We did the same inbound. And then when we got the last one, go attacking to spend to take a foul or 2 or 3s. Every time the same. Because they want to spend immediately. You can also fake the shooting 3s and see if they call the foul. Okay? Let's go.
But you also got to be careful. Remember, if you're Banvit, you don't want to foul while they're attempting a three. So they're going to inbound the ball. They'll be looking for a three. Can they get one off, or will Banvit foul? Oh, and Carriola just reaches in, forces the jump ball, and the possession arrow. Look again. They were hoping for the foul, at least, but well, they get it. He's going to have to launch it. Oh, he does. And he's going to get 3 free throws. Unbelievable. What are you doing, Taylor, in that situation? And we talked about that. You don't want to foul them while they're shooting the three. Now he goes to the line with a chance to tie it. And that's probably about as good a situation as you can get. And he certainly hacked him, it appeared, on the left arm. And Taylor, who has played very well in the fourth quarter, just made a really bad play defensively. And he's pleading his case over there to the general manager. And the look of the general manager says, listen, it's time to own up to the mistake. So Johnson, remember, this is a team. Johnson has not been perfect at the line tonight, so that might be the saving grace for Banvit. 3 of 5 at the stripe. And as a team, Umana Reyer Venezia, 10 of 19. So Johnson needs to collect himself. Why do we have a delay? And even if he makes all 3, Banvit would still have 8 seconds to get the ball up the court. So just a crazy. Oh, they're saying he only has 2 free throws. So they were looking at the replay is what it was, and he gets 2 free throws after the video review to see if his foot was on the line. So presumably he'll try to make both. Well, he could try to make the first and then intentionally miss the second, but my guess is he'll try to make both. And then they will either try to get the steal and commit the foul. So perhaps a little bit of fortune, good fortune for Banvit. Yeah, surely you make this one. And he misses. And Thomas is fouled from behind by Watt. Well, the post-mortem on this one is not going to be pretty. I mean, at the end of the day, you've just disappeared in the fourth quarter. And you've made some questionable plays. You've stopped the clock. Watts picked up his 5th foul, so he's out of the game. Remember, Banvit have not made their free throws, although Thomas did just make a couple. He's a perfect 2 of 2. If he makes this one, this team might just be home and dry. He doesn't, so now they've got a chance for 3. Will they foul before he gets it off? Orlick passes it off. Haynes puts up a 3. Oh! And has been fouled! It is the most unlikely situation ever. How in the world? You've got a foul long before that. Unbelievable. They are about to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. And the foul on Udom, and this time, again, remember, he fouled a 3-point shooter earlier in the game, and it didn't look like he had fouled Johnson. And this time got a little bit too close, and the referee has called the foul. And the only other thing is, now you can see what he's saying over to Haynes is that you stuck your foot out to try to get the foul called. Wow. This is just twice in a row the most unlikely of scenarios. And what you have to remember, folks, no matter what happens in this situation, is Umana Reyer Venezia are 11 of 21 at the free throw line, and Banvit are 23 of 39. I mean, they could have won the game in other ways. He misses it, and we're going to have overtime. I just can't believe it. Unreal. He makes the very difficult shot while being fouled from behind the arc, and then with nobody guarding him and a chance to win the game, Haynes misses the free throw. But to be fair, that's par for the course tonight for this team. They're now 11 of 22 at the free throw line. Haynes now 3 of 5 at the stripe. Look at this. Again, this was the play. So Orlick, you thought he was going to launch it. Oh yeah, Haynes was well behind the arc. And then he takes this to win it and misses it well short. Wasn't even close. Well, the Basketball Champions League is all about craziness, and we've seen it in this fourth quarter. You saw the shooting stats for both teams and the free throw woes for both teams. And now who has the advantage? Is it Banvit that has the advantage psychologically going into the overtime? Or is it Umana Reyer Venezia? Because both of these teams were staring at defeat and have had a reprieve. And in some ways, you'd almost hate to see a game won at the free throw line like that. You could let it, you almost want to see him play it out another 5 minutes. Well, that's what we've got. So foul trouble. 4 fouls apiece for Di Nicolau and Jenkins. Watt, remember, is already fouled out of the game. And 4 fouls apiece on Taylor and Cagliaro. Vidmar still only has 3, and Kulik still only has 3, so they've avoided it. Odom also has 3 fouls now. Well, I have to say, having watched a lot of basketball Champions League games and called games last year, this one might just take the cake. I think it's when Orlik is involved. I seem to remember him making some crazy game-winning shots for Banvit. So don't be surprised if he comes out and does win it for his team, Umana Reyer Venezia, tonight. But nevertheless, 5 thrilling minutes, 4 minutes and 40 seconds now to go. Odom to Taylor. Passes back outside to Kulik for 3. Orlik with the rebound. For the team that loses this one, it's going to be a sleepless night for the coach and the players. And the drive, and good play, knocking it off the rim from Cagliaro. Odom bumped. He gets it to Thomas, but the foul was before the shot. We're under 4 minutes to go now.
Quarto fallo per Paul Vinica.
So the Liga picks up his 4th foul. And Thomas, who remember missed a vital free throw late, but now he is 4 of 5. Puts Banvit back in front. And sinks both. So his numbers keep going up, up, and up. Up, and away. He's got 15 points. Taylor has a team high 17. Haynes has a game high 20 right now, and he's got the ball there. He puts up the jumper, and it's good. Full step behind the line. He likes that all-action game, doesn't he? Doesn't want to be sitting at the free throw line. He wants to be making some space for himself, and hitting that shot with a hand in the face. Cariolo gets inside, tries to get the foul called. Now Johnson has it. Umana Reyer Venezia takes it, passes it back outside. Baliga over to Johnson. Inside, Baliga, and gets Taylor off the ground and gets the foul called on the point guard for Banvit. Well, there you go. Baliga gets the foul. These are 2 teams, remember. 2 clubs. That was the game tying 2 on the previous trip down the floor. And now Taylor getting some medical attention, it appears, after getting a shot in the face. These are 2 teams that made it, or 2 clubs that made it to the Final 4 of the Basketball Champions League. Umana Reyer Venezia lost both of their games. And Taylor picks up his 5th foul in that play. So again, he's out. Now that changes everything. So wouldn't be surprised to see Thomas maybe bring the ball up the floor. Taylor has to leave the game. He had a solid 4th quarter. And Baliga makes the first. Misses the second. Cariolo comes up with another rebound for him. He's in double digits in that category. He's got a double-double tonight, in fact. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Thomas, jump shot. And another rebound for Cagliaro. The second and third chances, they will hurt you. And now inside to Kulig, pump fake, and that is goal interference. The ball already off the glass. So Kulig puts Banvit back in front. Kulig now, I think, with 16 points. 8 rebounds as well. Girella inside, Baliga. Bounce pass, Girella! Beautiful basketball. Umana Reyer. No, Kulig does have 14 points, excuse me. 20 assists for Venezia. 13 for Banvit. Kulig, guarded by Orlik. And that'll be a confrontation he's used to. Those guys, teammates last year, they will have done that in practice. Orlik thought he had good position, the Lithuanian, but referee thought differently. And you can see where Orlik was perhaps had calls for complaint. So Kulig, the man in the clutch, and only makes one of two. It's a tie game, 85-85. I think maybe a little bit of justice done there, 85 apiece. Orlik, Banvit, 43 free throws attempted tonight. That's a lot of attempts. Johnson for 3. And Altentig now with the rebound, 1:15 to go. Well, the fans, I think you have to say they've gotten their money's worth tonight. They've come, they've watched a full 40 minutes. Now they're getting an extra 5. Adonis Thomas drives in, tough shot. 2-point lead for Banvit. 17 for Thomas. He leads his team in scoring now. And Marquez Haynes, oh, he went for the dunk, but Girella was there for the follow. Marquez Haynes was, well, we saw some hops from him that we haven't seen much. That was going to be on the highlight reel if he'd made that one. We still might see it. Final 30 seconds to play here. Thomas, jump shot. And Orlik, I think, was fouled in the lane. Yeah, he got an elbow from Cariolo. That'll be it for Cagliaro, rather. Cagliaro picks up his 5th. He's out of the game. So he leaves overall a good night's work tonight. 10 points, 12 rebounds. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well, especially at the line where he was 2 of 8. And now Orlik with a chance to put his team in front against his old team, Banvit. And Orlik makes both free throws. And now Umana Reyer Venezia. The fans are saying, see? Never stop believing. Well, even though he didn't make, I guess that would have been the first 4-point play to end a game-winning 4-point play to win a game in the Basketball Champions League.
We are man to man.
Had he made that shot, Marquez Haynes.
Man to man.
Let's
We
listen to the
shoot
coach.
cross, we are man to man.
Wait, I think we're
But
listening to De
Bruno,
Raphael.
stai sulla palla. Stay on Thomas.
Here's Filipovsky. So even though I'm guessing that'll be the shot that you remember the most, really, won't it? The Haynes three-pointer that tied it right at the end of regulation. Probably no matter what happens, although that said, we still might see something crazy coming up here. Well, Venice is famous for a lot of things, and they're going to get a famous win here tonight if they can hold on. Still plenty of time, 27.9 seconds. Thomas has it. Thomas spins, gets in the lane, puts it up, fights for it, and the ball goes to Torella. They scrap for the ball, it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Banvit ball. And now this Umana Reyer Venezia crowd senses victory is within sight, but still 16.6 seconds to go. And they get it to the man Orlik, who just made a couple of free throws. Now tonight, Orlik overall has, I'll tell you what he's done at the line, made all 4 of his free throws. Taylor also made all 6 of his free throws for Banvit. He's fouled out of the game. Nevertheless, I'm guessing the instruction from the bench is, whatever happens, guys, do not foul the three-point shooter. Both teams are in the bonus. I wouldn't be surprised to see them foul if they, after they run some time off the clock. Force Banvit to shoot some free throws. Odom gets in, Odom gets the ball back, puts up a difficult shot, and Umana Reyer Venezia not able to quite control it. And emotions getting to Orlik there. And Torella says, chill out, man. We're up by 4. We're going to win this thing. 1.8 seconds remaining. Well, this is sports. You can only have one winner, one loser. And it looks right now like it's going to be Umana Reyer Venezia. We're going to check, I think, to see how much time is on the clock. Odom did a good job of getting that ball back. But it's hard to see Banvit getting a win here unless something crazy happens. So they want to look at the time, and it could be they want to make sure whose ball it is. So this is what video replay is used for in these situations. You can do it in the last couple of minutes. I know they were saying they were just double checking to make sure, in fact, that it was it was Banvit ball, but with 1.8 seconds left, they have to hope that they can first get the ball out to the perimeter to shoot a three, and that player can shoot the basketball and make it while being fouled. I think if I'm Venezia, I just allow Banvit just to take a shot. You don't even want to get a hand in the face. And they did. They called a foul on Orlik. What is Orlik doing? I just said, just let him have an open three. This is incredible. Why do you even contest it? If he makes it, you win by one, and who cares? That is unbelievable. That is unforgivable. That is the biggest mistake of the night by far. Unbelievable. Orlik had no business. You have to give that shot away. And now they're going to check, I can only assume, to see if it was a three-pointer that was made instead of a two-pointer. And easily it's a three. And this is just unbelievable, folks. I can't believe it. Why? He makes the three, you win by one. But instead, you get a hand in the face, and then you end up getting a hand on the arm. And now he gets a chance to tie the game at the free throw line. Unbelievable. I think this game goes down as it's one of the craziest. I've never seen anything like it. The Italian fans are ready to go home and have some gelato. And now they're going to have to stick around and sweat out another 5 minutes. So, incredible scenes. And remember, Marquez Haynes had the opportunity to win it at the death. He didn't. Now Thomas takes the free throw with 0.9 seconds and ties it. And quite frankly, folks, this is the most bizarre finish to a Basketball Champions League game I've ever seen. And I've seen some crazy finishes in the Basketball Champions League, but there is no explanation for Orlik playing that so close. 1.8 seconds left. Just let him have the three.
Alley-oop, Bruno. Hai capito? Sì. Alley-oop, we got 0.9. But if they switch everything
we're looking at double overtime unless we see a shot made here at the death. So the three-point shots, well, Banvit haven't made that many, but 5 of 18. That last one was huge.
Okay, let's go. Be positive, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
These people just don't want to go home, do they? These players. And Orlik, I'm not sure if he realizes what's happened. He said, you know, even if he didn't foul, even if he didn't, and if the referee got it wrong, still, you don't want to be that close to where he can make that call because you've got nothing to gain. They advance the ball after the made shot and the free throw. They're going to throw it up. Oh, they get it up. Oh, wow, and they had a chance. Oh, what a great play from Umana Reyer Venezia. Almost. Baliga made an incredibly difficult catch and attempted a shot that would have won it. Well, this takes the biscuit, folks. Double overtime. Terrell, a beautiful pass. Baliga, and you got to be careful if you're Kulig. You don't want to commit the foul. And we're going to overtime, and it's stunned silence in Venice. And look at the people. Look at the fans. They're saying the same thing. Why commit the foul with 1.8? Why commit the foul? You let them have the shot. Well, sometimes in the heat of battle, in the heat of the moment, I guess you just kind of perhaps aren't able to concentrate on what you do. And the irony is that it's the former Banvit player Orlik who has committed really the foul, the unnecessary foul that has given his old team a chance to win the game. Once again, we're ready to start another overtime period. And Walter de Rafael says, I think I've seen everything now. A basketball player plays defense. I mean, this is the crux of the matter. You know, you play D, you get a hand in the face, you always try to stop the opponent from scoring, but in that situation, playing zero defense would have won the game for Umana Reyer Venezia. Anyway.
Secondo tempo supplementare.
Marquez Haynes trying to get the foul called on Altentig. Now Haynes puts up a three, rims out. Altentig has it, puts it over to Getson. Now Thomas. Turns, shoots, misses. How much fuel in the tank do these guys have? Johnson for three, off the front of the rim.
Cambio, Umana Reyer esce Marquez Haynes, entra Venezia.
Thomas has it, goes in, puts it up and in off the glass. Liga chases it down over to Orlik. Johnson inside the arc. Di Nicolau back outside the Johnson. Under 3 minutes to go now. And see the frustration apparent on Orlik's face. Inbounds to Johnson. Johnson rims out. Now Odom has it. 2-point lead for Banvit. Will they try to get the ball back into the hands of Thomas? They've got it wide open, three-pointer. And misses, but Kula gets it out to him, then Kula gets it back. And he draws the foul down low. And we'll go to the line for a three-point play. De Nicolau that picked up the foul. But Kulik does not make the free throw. And that leaves open the specter of a 4-point play perhaps down the road. You never know. We've seen everything tonight. Orlik for three. Good. Well, he's got the capacity to make a boneheaded play, but also to come back. And we remember to make incredible plays. Remembering last year how he did it. Banvit leading by 1. Odom. And then Orlik. Might have got away with one there. Thomas, another jumper. And now Umana Reyer with a chance to go back in front. Haynes drifts in, puts it up, misses. Kulik with a rebound. Two seconds, 1 second. Odom for three, misses badly. Not a good possession for Banvit. Surely you got to get Thomas a touch, you got to get Kulik a touch, or you got to try to get some penetration instead of chucking up a desperation three. Orlik thought about it. Trella for three. And Kulik another immense rebound. Gets him. Ooh. Pushes it up the floor, lost control of it, but didn't turn it over. Final 40 seconds. Will Banvit hold on for a famous win? Gets him, drives in. Oh, he had the shot, he just missed it. Now Umana Reyer have it back. They have a chance. The Venezia with a chance to get back in front. Johnson guarded by Odom. Here's Orlik. It's got to come down to Orlik, doesn't it? No, it's going to be Baliga. Oh, and a foul called on Kulik for stepping in front. So Baliga will go to the line, the Italy international that played so well for his country at the Eurobasket. Baliga with 7.6 rebounds. He's 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Four fouls on Kulik, Kasper Vidmar, and you know, it's his perhaps free throw issues, Vidmar, that have him out of the game right now. You could argue, because if he's out there, Venezia will foul him. And Vidmar's not been too bad tonight by his standards. 5 of 8, 62.5%. There he is. He rattles it in. Look at Watt. He's having to watch this one from the bench. He's fouled out. Jenkins and Bramos sitting beside him. But Baliga misses the second, and Kulik gets the rebound. Dare we say the possibility of 3 overtimes? Gets him. Odom wide open. And we're going to have 3 overtimes. 3 overtimes tonight. Incredible. Well, that was the shot to win it, but it didn't really come close. These guys are like, I'm getting hungry, man. We got to get home and get the post-game meal. It's 11 o'clock in Venice. 95-95. Going to a 3rd overtime. Who would have thunk it? Well, it looked as if Banvit might just pull away there. They got up by 4, Thomas, in that quarter, and he went to the line for a 3-point play that would have made it 5, but he did not make the free throw. And in the end, it was Baliga that came down and made 1 of 2 free throws with 13 seconds left that tied it. This is a war of attrition, really. They've already played an additional quarter, effectively an additional quarter of basketball. Now they're going to start another one, and Orlick is just thinking, if only I hadn't committed that foul at the end of the first overtime that sent Thomas to the line for the 4-point play.
Bene amici, siamo pronti per l'inizio del terzo tempo supplementare.
So starting things off here in the third overtime. And it goes, Kulik, oh, could have turned to shoot it. Instead gets it out to Altentig, and he misses. 12 of 20 for Venezia from 3, and 6 of 21 for Banvit. Orlick. Johnson. Orlick for 3. Go! Crazy. Look at that. He'll make a bad play, but if he comes back and wins it for Venezia, they'll love him. 19 points now, 3 of 4 from 3. From deep, way deep. Now inside to Kulik, and Kulik couldn't control it. And that 3-point play from Orlick is just seems to have energized this crowd again. Look at that. Only 6 turnovers for Banvit. That was the 6th. Did not come at a good time. Jenkins back in the game, gets it to Orlick. Still got Bramos to come in. What's he doing over there? Here's Jenkins over to Hervoye Peric. He decides he's going to go in and goes in strong with the left hand. And Filipovsky says, let's call a timeout. Let's stop the run. That was a big-time move from Hervoye Peric. Big time. Scoring with the left hand. Well, if you could read lips now, what would they be saying? You gotta love it, folks. This is what it's all about. Okay, there have been moments, obviously, where the execution has left a little bit to be desired tonight in this game, but this is the Basketball Champions League. It's exciting. It's all about excitement. It's fun. It's crazy. Don't give up on this Banvit team yet, by any means. They're still in it. 100 to 95 they trail, but with 3.5 minutes. Tolga gets him. Altentig is going to bring it up the floor. Brought it by Johnson. Odom drives in. Oh, that's a strong move from him. The path to the basket was open, and he took it. Can't get 5 points all back at once. Get a clean look on a layup, you take it. And he gets it back to a 3-point deficit. Hrvoje Peric was so impressive on that last drive. You'd think they might want to get the ball to him. But here's Orlik. Oh, he drives in. He's going to be a cult hero in Venice when it's all said and done. 21 points for him. Thomas, he drives in. Oh, strong move. Guarded by Baliga, still got it to go. 2.5 minutes, less than 2.5 minutes. Thomas now 25 points. Hrvoje Peric gets blocked by Kulig. And now maybe an opportunity for Banvit. And gets him. And Getcham couldn't quite control it. The ball was passed back to him as he went in. And the ball goes out of bounds. So he hustles back to play defense. 2:06 remaining. 3-point game. Here's Orlik again. Over to Jenkins. Inside the arc. Rims out. Odom. Third overtime between Venezia and Banvit. Folks, it has been an interesting game, to put it mildly, especially at the very end. And this late in the contest. Bounce pass, and Thomas steps out of bounds. That was a good attempt by Banvit. Johnson tries to hand it off. Kulig reaches in. Thought he'd force the turnover. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Well, you can see why he's arguing that, because he's saying he hit it. To be honest, that could have gone either way. That was a 50-50. So I think Umana Reyer Venezia fortunate to get that call. Orlik open for three. Good! Another one! They're gonna love him. Forget about what happened. He's the man. He's hitting the big shots now. Thomas misses, and Hrvoje Peric comes in and commits the foul. So remembering what happened at the end, don't forget, Umana Reyer Venezia led by 18 points in the first half. And at the end of regulation, Marquez Haynes was fouled. As you look at Kulig make the first free throw. He was fouled while making a three-point shot. He tied it with the three-pointer at 80 apiece and had a free throw to win it. He missed it. Then Orlik fouled Adonis Thomas with about 15 seconds to go. I think it was 13 seconds. Thomas made the three-pointer, and because he was fouled by Orlik, excuse me, no, that was wrong. That was about less than 2 seconds to go. He went to the line and made it. And that forced the third overtime. And there is Hrvoje Peric turning and scoring. Kulig takes the three. Hrvoje Peric with the rebound. And now Umana Reyer Venezia somehow have escaped. The basketball gods have teased Umana Reyer Venezia tonight, but in the end, they have decided they are going to win this game because that's the only way you can put it down, folks. I mean, this was a game that very easily could have been won by Banvit in the overtimes. Revoyo Perich misses the first. If he makes this one, you got to think it's over. It'll be a 3-possession game. (108, 101). Altentek has it knocked out of his hands by Johnson. 8.6 seconds remain. I think the only thing you could potentially save Banvit now would be an unsportsmanlike foul while taking a 3, and the guy makes it. And again, Orlik had the hand in the face on the 3-point shooter, but that's it. Venezia, Umana Reyer Venezia going to win it 108 to 101. So disappointment for Banvit. They had a chance to get an unlikely victory, having trailed by 18 points. And instead, they have fallen 108 to 101. Are they going to make them throw this ball in again with 0.5 seconds remaining? They are indeed. It's just a game that will not end. So that's it. 108-101. Umana Reyer Venezia win over Banvit after 3 overtimes. And the Umana Reyer Venezia fans can say, it doesn't matter how you win it, just win it. I'm pretty sure that Coach Walter de Rafael is thinking, I'm going to have a few choice words for some of my players after this game, but for right now, let's just appreciate the win. So there are the numbers. The free throw shooting, the 3-point shots, the rebounds. Look how even that ended up being. Let's see with the 23 assists, 2 blocks apiece. The fouls, just 9 turnovers for Banvit, 13 for Umana Reyer Venezia. Orlik with 24 points and 8 rebounds. So even though he committed that, what can only be described as a sin in basketball by fouling the 3-point shooter Thomas at the end of the first overtime with less than 2 seconds to go, allowing him to go to the line to tie the game. In fact, it was less than a second to go. Even though that happened and they tied the game and forced another overtime, he came out and made some big shots in the end. And I'm guessing that'll be what the Venezia fans remember the most. So it has been a spectacular, well, at times, certainly an entertaining duel between these two teams. Umana Reyer Venezia winning it 108 to 101 over Banvit. Orlik with the 24 points, leading the way, and 8 rebounds for Umana Reyer against his former team, Banvit, who were led by Adonis Thomas's 25 points. That's it. Thanks for watching, folks.